All right, welcome everybody. It's your boy Motor Man Dan, and I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we knew or that we know of that's going to happen with the DLC that's coming out on November 11th. I'm pretty excited for it. New content, new stuff. But we're just going to talk about some of the stuff to expect, either that's going to be released here in the future or that already is released, and just kind of take a look at some of the things that stood out to me. I watched some of the trailers that have come out. The first thing is the Molten Gold. It dispenses Molten Gold, damaging enemies. Gold covered enemies killed drop special rune coin. I think this is just like an additional kind of a debuff from what I think I know about this trap. It doesn't affect every enemy. It only affects some, and in the game files they have what's called a drop chance, and I think this is just going to add, or maybe the enemies will have a separate or secondary drop chance for this, or this will show up as like, I don't know, something else. But I have a feeling like this is just going to increase the drop chance like 50% or whatever the case is. I'm not certain. But yeah, I think this is going to be like the biggest one there is. Zarm, hey, how are you? For me anyways, because this is something that I've been asking for since day one. Maybe overrides the current one for a higher one. Yeah, but I think if it overrode what's currently in there, it's going to also allow drop chance for other things. Ethernet, it has been a while, dude. It has been a while. So I'm not sure how exactly this is going to work. But it says gold covered enemies killed drop special rune coins. So I'm also curious if maybe the duration of them being covered in gold is like less than normal durations. Like it's going to be like 1 second versus 3 seconds. That could also be it. So you'd have to kill them very quickly after this trap. We have the Flamethrower. This was also leaked, right? Long range, fast firing attack with secondary breath weapon. So right mouse button, hold it down, it sprays fire. Left mouse button is a fireball, I think. Maybe it's the other way around. It does more damage the longer it's on. So it's just damage over time. That's higher. Did you manage to get a roll on IT? Yes. Yes, I've been working with them for a little over 2 months now. Coming up to 3 months. And Cyclopean Gaze, let's take a look at the upgrades. Increase fire burn duration, reduce secondary ramp up time. This is probably going to be the one people pick, maybe? I don't know. You don't want to kill things too fast if you're going for combos, but I think this is going to be a really fun co-op. You know, 2 people running around flamethrowers. Reduce mana cost is it's pretty good for that. Let's look at the gold. Also, dropping potions or bigger coins, which is cool. The hell is that? It looks awesome. Just join. Yeah. Oh, the flamethrower. Yeah, definitely. And then reduce cooldown. These 3 have been leaked. At some point, Robot did some sort of patch, and people accidentally saw this stuff. Now, I guess. I don't know. A Disco Inferno. Oh, yeah, that's smart. That's good. Cyclopean Gaze. Maybe they'll do that in like the next DLC. They'll have like some sort of like stereo that you can put on the wall, like kind of like the butterflies, except it'll be, oh, there you go. It'll be like a butterfly, but it'll be vertical instead of horizontal. So you can place it in those like awkward spots, and it'll just be like a stereo, and they'll stop and do a little dance. And then you can also have them on fire at the same time. That'd be pretty fun. Cyclopean Gaze. That's another leaked thing. Now these 2 are unofficial. Flamethrower and Cyclopean Gaze are both unofficial as of right now. The Molten Gold trap they've come out with. Cyclopean Gaze, equipping stones enemies who damage players, similar to Jar of Ghost. I think that would affect ranged enemies, which is even better than Jar of Ghost in my opinion, because they'll stop on whatever trap you have like them on. If archers are an annoyance to you, like they are to me. Turns player to stone if used. Player will not drop aggro. I don't know what that means. If an enemy is stoned, they take 30% bonus physical damage. And so if the player becomes stoned, if used, I don't see what the purpose of that will be. Yeah, enemies will still attack you. So then why would you want to use that? Right? I don't know. Then Explode deals AoE physical damage when trinket deactivates. So it kind of seems like the move that Onyx has in Pokemon, the bind, where the absorbs damage and then dishes out damage based upon the amount that he's absorbed, possibly. We got reduced cooldown and increased chance to stone enemies. I'd assume you'd be immune to damage while stoned, since it's self-inflicted. Yeah, I would hope that that'd be the case. Or you take reduced damage. I could see reduced damage. And then like have damage absorption. I don't know. This is going to be a really interesting one to see. I hope this is one that they release as a trailer for one of these videos. That being said, these are the 3 things that have been leaked as far as the purchasing Cold as Ice to unlock. That'd be cool.
Rated T for teen.
Let's move on over to robots. Official Cold as Ice DLC announcement trailer. This is the very first video they released on this, back on October 7th. We have what appears to be the medium Cyclops, and I guess this is the heavy Cyclops, or something. Because we also have, let's see, they actually introduced the heavy Cyclops here somewhere. Let's see here. If that's the heavy Cyclops, he's not blue, which means this is a 3rd enemy. It's either a 3rd enemy or some kind of boss. I'm guessing a 3rd enemy, or they just reskinned it for the trailer. I don't know. That's something that stood out to me there. Also, look at the face. The faces are different. Which, okay, so this would be the medium, and this would be the heavy, actually. The heavy would have the beard, I believe. Yeah, the heavy has the beard. So this is 3 enemies at least we're getting. Whatever this guy in front. Most likely a very heavy enemy. Kind of like an ogre troll, I would assume. Then can't really tell too much from back here, but it almost looks like that's okay. That might be an axe still. Okay. All right, so that's what we get for that one. So 3 enemies, 2 confirmed, 1 additional possible, but then there's another hidden enemy somewhere else. First, we're going to go to the Molten Gold Trap. So they do take damage, we know that. Heavy with the armor and normal without. And the beard, yeah. So this is the heavy with like the shoulder pads, and then this is the medium. Oh yeah, you're right, okay. Well, he has a beard too then, I don't know. Some of them don't have beards in the trailer, but it kind of looks like all these guys have beards. Oh, no, it's the mustache. Huh. Well, this one has shoulder pads as well, and this one doesn't over here. I wonder if they got the wrong enemy in the yeah, look at these 3 over here. And then him. I think they got the wrong enemy when they took that screenshot. Oh no, that says heavy. Hang on, where's the medium then? Oh, there it is. Okay, my bad. I wasn't looking at. This is the medium. He's got the fur. This is the heavy. He's got the shoulder pads. Okay, that's what I got wrong. Yeah. Heavies have a big beard, and the middle have a little beard. Yeah, basically, yeah. So we know we have those 2, but then we also saw that 3rd one, which was leading the pack, the frost one. Which would be interesting, and we'll get to that. That multiple enemies here in a bit. So here we have the Molten Gold Trap, the one of the 3 that were leaked that's not confirmed. Got our medium and heavies. I kind of wish it showed. Okay, so here's what you get to pick up. But you notice that not all of them had this, which is why I think it's a drop chance. That they're either adding onto or modifying is a drop chance. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be every single enemy giving this. I'm fairly confident. It's most likely going to be like 50 gold or something, 50 coin. I missed the part due to ads and having questions for kids. Oh, sorry. Which part? If you go to switch over to YouTube, you can probably rewind it. I'm not sure which part. What damage deals a gold trap? I think it's unique. I don't imagine it's fire. Let's take another look. See if we can determine that through health bars. They turn the health bars off. You know, I just realized I did turn the health bars and the stuff off, so I know Time Master was looking into how to do that, actually, now that I remember. For somebody wanting to do some stuff with the HUD. And here it looks again. Ah, okay. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this guy over here on the left. See this guy? Zoom in on him. Oh, that's no. Or I don't know how to zoom on this. Probably not possible. Look at this guy on the left. He's floating in the air. Go back just a little bit. They're walking. This guy, some kind of genie. The map looks cool. Yeah, it does. That's a genie. I'll show you something here in a second. More gold. Yeah, these maps look pretty sweet. This really reminds me of Unchained. And we'll see more of that in the next video. This really reminds me of Unchained. Okay, so we didn't have health bars, so we couldn't tell if it was damage over time or not. All right, last one, last thing that they brought up. They don't have minimap up. Sneaky, yeah, they don't have anything up. They disabled the HUD. Good morning, Melifos. All right, this is the most recent one. They just released this today. You're hyped? Hyped, I know. Okay, you see that? Check this out. Here it is again. That guy right there, the purple guy, he's floating. I wonder what he does. And I wonder who he is. That now means 4 confirmed enemies. 4. With the new race, of course. Altogether. At least 4 new enemies. We got 3 maps. All 3 maps are going to be on Endless. 4 new enemies at least. And then 3 items. Confirmed-ish. Probably more than 3, though. Because there are more than 3. Okay. Something else to note. It appears that the medium and heavy Cyclopses can be frozen and will take ice damage. We see that because at the very beginning of this Cyclops is frozen, and the only thing that does freeze are these dart spitters. Which means they can take ice damage. Although they may be resistant to it, so they take half or something like that. But it still seems that way. Robotic Dynasty DLC hype. I see 9 360 skulls. We need more. See 9 in 360 skulls. Need more. What? 2 traps, 1 weapon, 1 trinket. 2 traps. 2 traps. Molten gold. So right now we have leaked, right? The molten gold, the flamethrower, and the Cyclopean gates. It's trap, weapon, trinket. I'm not sure what the other trap is. Did we? Hang on. So here we've got, okay, here we got 2 more of those floaty guys with their arms up. The gaze is a trinket. Twinket. Yes, doing that. 3,600 skulls. My testatura is broken. Ah, I see. Yeah. You're just talking about having too many skulls. I'm in the same boat, man. I got it. As soon as they release DLC, I mean, I can buy everything. Easy. But yeah, so it's possible there's another trinket in the horizon that they may release here. I've seen, but it's not confirmed or leaked, so I won't be the one to do that. All right, and then look at this. Just look at the way that this looks. Artistically, this reminds me so much of Unchained. Just artistically, these snow maps definitely do that. They may have reused assets, I'm not sure. But it's cool. Maybe they're the enemy that used the trinket on the player. Is there an enemy that uses the trinket on the player? Do we know that? Now in Unchained, they also had a race of bears, and when the bear died, it healed other bears around it. So they used that mechanic as well, which is really cool. One of the things I loved about Unchained is they had so many different kinds of enemies, and it looks like they may be bringing some of that stuff back here, which is really neat. Okay, you don't see any new traps or any of that here. Just flip, spike, and grinder. You know, probably not the traps I would have chosen, but you know, that's okay. I really like this hallway. I'll say that, but we'll dive more into it when we get the maps. Yeah, thin halls and no ceiling. Yeah, but you can do a lot with the spike walls, I think, and possibly even the Arcane Dragon. All right, let's see if there's at the end of that. Did we get anything new? Nothing new. Okay, so we have a. It's coming out, boys. It's coming out, and girls, I guess. It's coming out, dudes. All right, cool, cool. Yeah, very neat. All right, so that's what we know so far. That's what we have so far. And then the very last thing is the announcements page where they talked about shamans use their totems to disable. Oh, that must have been the shaman then. Those floaty guys with their hands up like this. Those must have been the shamans. They disable traps. Interesting. What? Oh, wait. Or was this one? The mesmerizer. I think there's another enemy that we didn't see. I think there was another enemy. So 5 enemies then. Unless that big, burly, snow-looking one from the very first one was one of these two. But I really don't think it. I wouldn't classify it as a shaman or a mesmerizer. I'd classify it as like a warrior or something. I don't know. New flamethrower weapon, trinket, trap. 3 new ice levels are also added to the endless game mode. So okay. So 5 new enemies. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.